Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I am your boy Danny, aka King Bub, and we are here for week 1 of WSS the World Showdown Series Draft League. So if you guys do not know what the World Showdown Series is, it's the league that me and my boy Pendragon DX both started. And if you want to just check out my team, my full squad, and me explaining how the draft works, check out the draft analysis. It's probably my last video before this one, so make sure you guys check that out so you know what is going down. And you'll also see my full team and all that besides the 6 that are right in front of you right here. So, like I said, week 1 against Foul Plays, and his team is Dallas Dedenne. So, make sure you guys check out his channel and all that good stuff. He's a good battler, has some good content, and he's pretty pumped too, just like we all are. So I hope you guys are pretty hyped for week 1, and make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe if you are new, because like I said, this is week 1, so we are all super pumped, and I hope you guys are also as hyped as we are. So make sure you keep pushing on Munchlaxster United to try to win this title, because of course that's what we're gonna go for, the title. So we are going up against Foul Plays, and he has a pretty good team. He can do some work with certain mons that are kind of scary. Mega Venusaur is always really annoying to try to take on, but we have a few decent checks to it. Lantern is could be kind of annoying also, depending on the spread and all that stuff. Crook is always scary. Crobat is a good defogger, can take on physical hits pretty nicely. Scrafty, I was hoping he wouldn't bring Scrafty, but he did bring it. I have things that can handle it and hopefully can do some work to it. And Togekiss can always be annoying, especially if it's scarfed, air slash, and stuff like that. That can be really annoying. So let me go over my team now. I brought Vileplume for a specific reason of taking on Heliolisk. I thought he would bring Heliolisk because it was actually a decently good check against my team. It could hit Greninja, hits Zapdos pretty well. It could hit Glalie, it could hit Mew, could hit Garchomp with HPI. So I thought Heliolisk would be a really good bring for him, but he did not bring it, so that's way better for me. I was pretty happy not seeing that thing here. So Vileplume doesn't have a specific role anymore because it was really here just to take on Heliolisk, but he did not bring it, so that's good. That's all nice and dandy for us. So Vileplume could play pretty freely. It could take on Venusaur. It can't really hurt it that much, but I do have a plan for it. It could take on Lantern and things like that. It even could take on Scrafty, since I do resist its high jump kick and stuff like that. If it does have a high jump kick, we'll see about that. But this Vileplume is kind of specific. We have Worry Seed on it. The reason I have Worry Seed is to make Venusaur lose its thick fat. It gains Insomnia, so then I could come in with Glalie and I can do a lot of work. And if you look at Glalie right now, Glalie has Earthquake, Ice Shard, Body Slam, and Return. If Venusaur has no thick fat, it dies to Return. Lantern dies to Earthquake, Krookodile dies to Return, Crobat dies to Return. Scrafty could take on a few returns, so Scrafty is like the only thing that could really take it on, and Togekiss dies to a return. Obviously, all depending on their spreads and things like that. But with just a little chip damage, Glalie can literally destroy this whole team, so that's pretty nice. That's why I brought Mega Glalie. It's a big check to everything. He can get as many kills as possible if I can put up some rocks and things like that. So that'd be pretty cool for Mega Glalie, and that is Mega Glalie. Next we have a Greninja. I believe it's Expert Build Greninja with U-Turn, Scald. Did I have Scald? I don't think I had Scald. I think U-Turn, Dark Pulse. I forget exactly what I had on it, but Greninja was just here to do damage, try to break down the walls as much as possible. He had Ice Beam. I know I had Ice Beam for Crobat and for Togekiss. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I had U-Turn for sure for Krookodile. And I know I'm pretty sure I had Dark Pulse. I think I did have Dark Pulse. I forgot why I had Dark Pulse, but I did bring it. And Greninja can really do some work. Expert Belt just can do damage to his team. And Greninja's really fast, so it's most likely gonna outspeed everything as long as it's not nothing is scarfed. I don't think he'll bring an offensive Crobat. Not 100% sure. I don't think he'll bring it though. I don't think it'll work as possible. Oh yeah, I did bring Dark Pulse for Gengar, because he did have a Gengar that was extremely scary against my team too. He didn't bring it, so that's kind of shocking. I'm surprised he didn't bring Gengar, but it's all good. So next we have a specially defensive Expert Belt Zapdos. So yes, that's kind of weird. We have Expert Belt and Zapdos, but I want to do as much damage as possible while being able to take hits also. We can hit his Mega Venusaur pretty nicely with Air Cutter. We can hit Crocodile with U-turn, Thunderbolt, Crobat, Air Cutter, Scrafty, and Togekiss Thunderbolts us. As you can see, Zapdos puts in a lot of work. As soon as we get rid of Lantern, we can really do a lot of work to his team. And U-turn could do a decent amount of damage to Lantern anyways. Next we have a Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin, fully defensive Garchomp to take out the likes of Crocodile and Scrafty. If they touch the Garchomp, then they're gonna lose a good chunk of health with that combination of Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin. So Garchomp's job is to Toxic Togekiss on a switch and set up rocks. That's really all it's here to do, and just take hits from Scrafty and Crocodile and weaken them down, even though it's not even hitting them. So that's really good with Garchomp. Garchomp's gonna be really important to put up those rocks, because Togekiss and Crobat will get weakened pretty nicely if it does that. And next we have a special setup Mew with Substitute Calm Mind, Psychic, and Ice Beam. Because if we get rid of Scrafty, that setup can just demolish his whole team. If we can set up a sub, we have leftovers, we Calm Mind up. I put enough special defense investment where Venusaur cannot, if it's a fully defensive Venusaur with no special attack investment, then nothing can break our sub after a Calm Mind, which is really nice. And I have enough speed to outspeed Crocodile, unless it's Crocodile Scarf. So yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, you can put in a lot of work, so hopefully we can do that really nicely. So what I decided to start off with was Garchomp. The reason I started off with Garchomp, even though it's a pretty obvious lead, is because I have a switch pretty much for everything on his team. So Garchomp was really the smartest play for me to start off with, even though it's pretty obvious I could start off with it instead of rocks. I thought it was the best possibility for me in case he does start off with Crook and wants to set up his own rocks. I could try to do some damage to Crook, or just set up rocks to begin with. But yeah, that's what I want to start off with. I want to start off with Kisame the Garchomp. So let's get right into the game, fam. So I do start off with Garchomp, and sadly he does start off with Togekiss, which is perfectly fine because I have the easiest of easiest switches into my Zapdos here, because it can take on Togekiss so easily. So as we do see here, he goes for the Nasty Plot turn 1, which is it's fine. I got a little bit scared because I didn't want him to Baton Pass into, like, I don't know who he would Baton Pass into, maybe Mega Venusaur or Lantern for some odd reason, but I didn't want him to do that, so I went for the safe Thunderbolt, because I'm not going to play around with this Togekiss in case he's not trying to Baton Pass but he just wants to do damage. I'm not going to play around with it because I'm not going to try to die from this Togekiss turn 1, so I do just go for the safe Thunderbolt. Even though Lantern is an obvious easy switch, I just went for it because like I said, I'm not gonna play around with Togekiss, so I go for the U-turn and does some decent damage. And from that damage and this Ice Beam damage that you're gonna see right now, I did do the calc, and it is a especially offensive Lantern. It had to have like around 252 special attack investment to do that much damage to my Vileplume, because my Vileplume is fully specially defensive. So we are learning some valuable information from the squad here. So here he does switch into his Crobat, and I had a feeling he was gonna do that, or Mega Venusaur, so I just go for the HP Psychic. Even though it doesn't do that much, it's just a little chip damage to bring down this Crobat as much as possible, so that's always good for us. And here I go into my Garchomp to take on this Brave Bird. Now that's a lot of damage, so he actually did have to be an offensive Crobat, but now he loses Brave Bird Recoil, Rocky Helmet damage, and Rough Skin just brings down that Crobat to so much low health that it's not even gonna do anything. And I knew his Togekiss was gonna come in here, so I switch into my Zapdos right from the bat, and obviously once again an obvious switch is gonna be his Lantern, so I go for the U-turn this time. I did not expect him to go for Nasty Plot again, and here I guess he wasn't expecting for me to have anything for his Lantern, so he stays in. I was expecting him to have a Chuka Berry, so I did. I was a little bit scared, but I said we should still go for Earthquake, and we do go for the Earthquake, which is really nice, and we take out this Lantern. So that's Lantern out of the way, which is really good for Zapdos. Now Zapdos pretty much destroys his whole team, no problem. I can do whatever the hell I want with Zapdos, and Glalie gets a kill, which is really nice. So here I had a feeling he was gonna go for high jump kick. I should switch into my Garchomp because I want to get damage off on this this Scrafty with Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet. It already brings him down to 72%, which is really nice. And once again, obvious switch into Togekiss, so I just go for the Toxic, then plays. I hit Togekiss with that Toxic, which is really nice. But sadly, as we do see here, Togekiss does carry the Heal Bell, so we know he has we know Togekiss has Nasty Plot Heal Bell, which is fine, I guess. I can handle Togekiss pretty well, so that's always good for us. And here I should go for Air Cutter, because Air Cutter has a higher % chance to get a crit, and we do get a crit, so now Krookodile is at range where my Glalie can Ice Shard and kill it, so that's awesome. Here I thought he would go for a knockoff or something like that, but he goes for the Stone Edge. We eat it up pretty nicely, and then I set up my rocks right here, because having rocks up is going to be good for our team and it can always help us. So here I just decided to sack off my Garchomp, because I did not want to go into a Zapdos just yet in case of Sludge Bomb poison and things like that. And Zapdos pretty much can win me the game. So he switches out of his Venusaur. I just go for Air Cutter, and it's gonna easily kill off this Crobat. And it's always really nice. Here I did risk the Stone Edge. I risked the Stone Edge because I knew I would live one, and taking out this Krookodile would be really nice because I could roost up on Scrafty whenever I want. So we U-turn out, and right there Zapdos just takes out 2 of his mons very, very nicely. So thank God Zapdos is a freaking beast. Already taking out 2 mons. I got to Glalie because it was my easiest mon to go into, and because I knew he was going to Scrafty if I went into Glalie, so I could easily switch into my Vileplume here. So I took that high jump kick really nicely, and here I do click Moonlight just to get some health back. So Vileplume actually putting in a lot of work, which is really, really awesome to see from an NU mon. And I actually really do like this mon, it's pretty cool. So here the effects 4 comes in handy, and he falls asleep, which is really, really good for us, because I mean he has shed skin, so he could lose that, you know, he could wake up. And here, as you see, I made the dumbest play ever. I go for Worry Seed by accident. So like I said, I had Worry Seed for that Venusaur, so I could Worry Seed it, make it lose its stick fat, and then Glalie could come in and just destroy everything. The reason I clicked Worry Seed there is because I was trying to click Giga Drain, and I saw the green, and I should click Worry Seed. I don't know, that was really dumb. I have to really look at what I'm clicking sometimes, because I didn't even notice. I just clicked it, and I was like, wait, what the hell? Why didn't a Giga Drain? And then I was like, oh wow, I clicked the wrong button. So I really do have to be careful with things like that, because it didn't really change much of the game, but I could have had a healthy Vileplume. I could have healed up with Moonlight. I could have done more Giga Drains, take this thing down. I could have then either die from Togekiss, or Venusaur comes in and I just Worry Seed that, and then he pretty much loses to Glalie. So that was kind of dumb from my part, because now he woke up, and I could have got more damage with Giga Drain. He knocks off again. Hopefully, it would have been nice if he would have fell asleep again, but Giga Drain does so much good damage, man. Vileplume is actually pretty nice to use. I actually am liking this thing a lot. So knockoff kills my Vileplume, which is fine, because now Zapdos can just come in and do some damage with Air Cutter. So bam bam goes down to Scrafty, and now in comes the Venusaur. So this thing is made to take on Venusaur, and we do see it's a pretty offensive Venusaur with some speed, which is fine because now it's weaker to my Air Cutter. It would have been nice if I got a crit there. That would have been pretty cool. But we go all the way down. I heal up, and I just noticed I'm only getting like 1 more hit point than I would normally have. So I just gave up on healing up, and I just want to get rid of this Venusaur. Down goes Venusaur, and Zapdos gets 4 kills, which is pretty freaking awesome. In comes the Togekiss, though. I had a feeling it was going to outspeed, because he did show that it was a faster Togekiss. And if I was smart here, I would have switched into Glalie, because I could have easily taken an Air Slash, and then I would have been able to kill it with a return. So that would have been a better play, because then I would have not lost Zapdos. But it's whatever. Mega Glalie comes in, return, kicks out, kills that Togekiss. And the Killing Joke has the last laugh with the win for us. So we do win 3-0 against Foul Plays, which is a good week 1 win for us. I'm pretty proud about that. I made some weird plays, kind of. You know, that Worry Seed one was just a dumb misclick. Not saving Zapdos wasn't important. I just like to have as high differential as possible. I could have easily saved Zapdos, gone into Mega Glalie. I could have lived Air Cutter, and I would have killed it with a return. So it was kind of dumb of me to not do that. I do want to have as high differential as possible, but whatever. I think I played pretty well. My team was built pretty nicely around his team, and we did win this, so I'm pretty happy. We get a week 1 win. We are 3-0. Zapdos got 4 wins. Mega Glalie got 2 wins. Mega Glalie got 2 kills. That is freaking awesome. I'm happy about that. I really want to show this thing can actually do some work when it has a decently good advantage over a team like this. This was a really good advantage for Mega Glalie. So we get week 1 win. So hopefully week 2 we can do the same. We go up against Trick of Aces. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but we go up against him. He stole Entei from us, so I'm gonna get my revenge and try to beat him for taking Entei from me. So make sure you guys do leave a like for this week 1 win, and sub if you're new, and I hope you guys are so hyped for this league, because I really am. So thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting me and the Munchlaxster United, and I will see you guys next time. As always, have a beautiful day, fam.